I've been wanting to do this for over a year now, and today is finally the day. We're gonna make a disc out of discs. Hi, my name is Jesse at Trash Panda, and almost a year ago to the day, I made my first ever fully recycled disc. Ever since then, I've been testing new plastics, learning so much, and trying to make the perfect recycled disc. And while we remain focused on the plastics that are massively produced outside of disc golf, I always had a question in the back of my mind. What if I made a disc out of old discs? Because of Innova's EcoStar and Dynamics Biofusion, I knew it was possible, but I didn't know how. But now, I do. When I started Trash Panda, I knew nothing about plastics, and even though I'm still a total novice, I've learned a ton. As I've mentioned before, there are thousands of types of plastics, all engineered to perform in certain ways. And this is why the types of plastics that are ideal for takeout containers are not ideal for disc golf. I had to learn that lesson the hard way. So today we'll be testing Innova's Star plastic, which I've come to learn is polyurethane. Now it's not completely polyurethane, but that's kind of like talking about the Coca-Cola secret, and then they'd probably hunt me down. But knowing it's polyurethane is enough to know how to recycle it, so let's go cut up a bunch of discs. No, we're not gonna do that. This is a flight towel. If you've been following Trash Panda for any amount of time, then you know we're huge fans of flight towel. It has a fob made from a real disc used to simulate a throw and a towel designed to create drag and resistance. But there's a part of this that you won't find on their website. The team at Flight Towel mostly uses factory seconds or thirds to make their product, and they make sure that every part of the disc either gets used or recycled. For example, this is a Flight Towel Mini. It's just a regular towel, but it actually uses part of the disc's flight plate in its build. And these are a bunch of their scraps. You can actually see where both the flight towel and the Flight Towel Mini came from. They sent a bunch of these to us to recycle, so we'll throw them in the shredder, and today we're gonna make a recycled Star disc. By the way, we just restocked Trash Panda flight towels, minis, and juniors, which are all made from used discs. They typically don't last very long, so check that out at the link in the description. So it's 4 days in the future, and do you want the long version or the short version? Since the long version consists of 4 days of footage, mistakes, and a ton of problems. No cigar. God. I'm just gonna assume you want the short version. So in the last 4 days, we learned 4 things. First, shredded polyurethane needs to go into the oven for about 2 hours before injecting. Otherwise, the moisture will cause it to burn almost immediately, which is not good. Second, Star seems to be a really low melt flow, so it took everything Drake and I had to inject it together. Third, since the mold was designed for HDPE and polypropylene, it came out weighing way too much. Like, way too much. And lastly, we were reminded that an upgrade of equipment is long overdue. But regardless, after pushing through all the roadblocks, we ended up with this. This is our first disc made from a disc, and of course we made a mini too. To be sure, the process is super complicated, it's incredibly time consuming, and it's near impossible on our machine. But the reward was so worth it. Now we have an awesome proof of concept and we've taken a major stride towards our goal, but we still have our work cut out for us. At the end of the day though, our goal is not to be the only one doing this, but rather for everyone to practice sustainability in the sport. I mean, just imagine if all manufacturers had a send back program. I want to give a shout out to Craig from Zing Minis for sharing some super helpful tips, and to Flight Towel for literally making this video possible. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to support the channel, and we'll see you next time. So I realized during the edit of this video that you might be at home with broken, used, old, or just unloved discs and not know what to do with them. And one day I totally hope that manufacturers create a send back program. Unfortunately, that's just not a reality right now. So if you're looking for a place to recycle them, it's far from perfect, but we've left our mailing address below and you can send them our way. We still have a ton to learn and I'm not exactly sure what we'll do with them, but one thing I know for sure is that we'll make sure they don't end up in a landfill. Again, I know it's imperfect, but it's something for now.